New radio in the Door County Daily News here at St. Peter and Paul, where the Sevastopol Destination Imagination teams are hard at work preparing for globals on the horizon here. They got an event coming up, which we got to talk about as well, because obviously you need some assistance to get that train right behind you to Kansas City. And Ben, Easton, and Cora joining us to tell us a little bit about their teams coming up. And Ben, you're the savvy veteran of the group here. Tell us a little bit about your team and what you're going to be performing at Destination Imagination Globals.
Sure. Well, my team is the high school level engineering team, meaning we do the engineering challenge that DI presents. The main premise of this challenge was to create a transporter that can carry weights along a cord and then present a story themed in the style of a contemporary circus. And so what my team is doing for a presentation is sort of combining the two aspects, where we take a full replica scale model of a train, and we use that in our story to show the tale of four circus performers who are trying to stop this train before they get to their next performance site.
And Easton, tell us a little bit about your team, what you'll be doing.
Well, our challenge is scientific, so we first of all have to perform something scientific about worlds beyond this galaxy. So we are doing a planet called Count 9B about a little girl that gets lost in outer space. There's her spaceship crash, and there's an alien that finds out they're not alone. And the main props of Technobabble and to make choice elements in this challenge.
And Cora, how about your project?
So ours is engineering, and we have to make a machine that goes on a wire. And we have a teenager who's trying to find the light for this magical circus. And he travels through many countries and places, meets jugglers, performers, magicians, and acrobatics to find his way.
Now, you have some specific challenges you have to do, and then you do that full presentation. How hard is it to make sure that you're checking off the boxes to make sure that you're accomplishing the goal of everything? But, I mean, when I walked in and we're kind of walking through the building, you guys are doing almost full-out skits, so you got to memorize the skip while also kind of memorizing what the challenge is and what you're accomplishing. How hard is that to kind of balance the two?
It's reasonably challenging. We have on our whiteboards here at the school, we have just lists of stuff that we need to check off for building props, memorizing skit, balancing all these things. It's sort of like an elaborate juggling act where you're constantly making sure you're keeping up on all these different projects and not forgetting about anything.
Well, it's again pretty challenging because our people are trying to memorize the skit and do the same things at the same time because we have many things happening at once, so it's pretty hard for us.
Well, we always have lists and lists going on that we always have to accomplish, and we always have to bring things home to work on, and just really accomplishing things at the place.
Now, at Sevastopol, you can be a part of a number of different clubs. What drew you to participating in Destination Imagination?
Well, there's a whole list of reasons I do DI. DI gives you a ton of opportunities that you don't get anywhere else. There's a place in DI for everybody, whether you're an English person, you like writing. If you're technical, you do engineering. If you're artsy, you like painting, you can do any of that, and it's all needed in presenting a DI skit. But the best part, in my opinion, about DI is the teamwork and getting to know the people there. Because every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I can come to this place, I can hang out with a bunch of my friends and learn from some very smart people.
What got you into Destination Imagination?
Well, first of all, it was kind of Cora and them because last year I never knew Destination Imagination existed, and they come back to school with medals on. I'm like, where'd you get that from? And they say DI, and they told me all about it. I'm like, I want to join. When I came here, there's so much fun. I met new people and built stuff.
Yeah, it's really fun. I get to just work with my friends and do lots of teamwork and try accomplishing things that I probably would have never thought I could achieve.
Now, Destination Imagination here at Sevastopol, you guys have made global several times. I believe recently you've won a global championship as well. What does that kind of do for you guys, knowing that you're not just trying to start something new, but you're really carrying the torch for not just teams of yesteryear, but for teams of tomorrow?
Well, we certainly feel the pressure of it. We can actually just outside that hallway, there's a banner with all of the different awards that we've won, Sevastopol's won throughout their entire years doing the program, and so every year there's kind of this looming shadow of this is a very good program, don't mess it up, and so we work hard. We come here 3 days a week, spend hundreds of hours over the course of the year, putting in that time, trying to be the best that we can be to carry on that legacy, like you said.
It is tough, like he said, and we do have a banner up there. And we come here again and work our butts off, kind of, trying to accomplish our jobs, trying to finish our script up, finishing our props up. So it's really tough for us.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure going on, and I also wanted to impact my good old friend, so I always just try to work my hardest.
Now, you have globals coming up, and Ben, you've done this number of times here. What have you kind of shared with the elementary school kids about preparing for globals?
Well, make sure you have plenty of pins to trade because there's a whole lot of that goes on at globals. And don't spend all your money at once because you got to make it through an entire week. Been there, done that. It doesn't end well.
And Cora and Easton, what's the thing that you're looking forward to the most?
Definitely the performance. Definitely very scary too. And pin trading in the hotel.
Well, I'm just really excited to go there with my team and just try out and just do it.
Now, you have an event coming up this weekend, I believe, to help raise funds because, as we mentioned before, that train that you're standing in front of has got to get to Kansas City somehow.
Yeah.
And you have to, raise funds and do stuff like that. You have the flyer right there. Cora, what are the details that we need to know for people that want to participate and help you guys out?
Well, on Sunday, May 5th, we're going to be performing our skits to people. We're going to be having a silent auction, raffles, a bake sale, pancake breakfast, and we're just trying to help raise money for Kansas.
All right. Well, very good. Well, Ben, Easton, Cora, thank you so much for sharing a little bit about your DI journey, and we're rooting for you at Kansas City. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're watching New Radio and the Door County Daily News.